Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 49 for May 13th, 2013. And as you guys know, I am off in Thailand until this Sunday. So first of all, this is a different Ask Think. Don't leave your question on this video or the previous video. You're going to want to leave it on Ask Think number 47, which is 2 episodes previous. You can get to it by clicking the back button, or you can wait until next week's Ask Think and ask your question there. If you leave it on this episode, it's very unlikely to be answered. If the comments are disabled on this Ask Think, go ahead to the current video and leave your question in the comments at the bottom so I can have something to answer in future Ask Think episodes. Now let's get to the questions. The first one is from Jade Aliena, and she asks, do you have a Facebook page? I was looking for you the other day and I could not find you. Yes, I do. It's facebook.com/thinknoodles, and it's in the description. Cookie2361 says, Think, I just had a great idea for 60,000 subscribers. You could show your face. Please put this on Ask Think. Oh, what a good idea. Although, shucks, I've recorded all of my videos for this week and we'll pass 60,000 subscribers before I get back from Thailand, so I won't be able to do that. Oh, darn. Sammy Abualba says, do you get distracted while doing Ask Think because you play your games while doing it? No, I don't. If you look at the raw footage, and I'm not doing one for this week's video or the previous one, but from this video forward, I will continue to do the raw videos. I just have the recording software in the background and I do the Ask Think, and then I edit all the audio, and then I put the gameplay in the background. I don't actually play while I'm answering the questions. MQV Musicify asks, hey Think, can you speak Spanish? Okay, let me try this. Si puedo, pero no bueno. I think that was pretty good. Not a bad accent. Punch CP asks, Think, could you explain to me what a W-9 form is? I don't understand it. A W-9 form is a tax form that you would give to someone you contract for. For example, if you had ads on your videos on YouTube, you would have to submit a W-9 to Google before they could pay you any money. This is so that they have a social security number on file so that they can tell the US government that they paid money to this person. And then once they have paid you out for the year, they send you a form called a 1099 form, and then you file your taxes with that. But basically, it's a pre-approval tax form for you to get paid by someone. Grace Williams asks, what car have you always wanted? Please put this on Ask Think. I've always wanted a black Viper. Well, you know what? When I was in high school, I definitely had a dream car, and it was the Dodge Viper RT10. It's the red one, the original Viper, and it was amazing back then. And the funny thing about it is, and that was a long time ago, high school, you know, God, that is getting close to 20 years ago. My goodness. But now that I look at those cars, and I have seen some recently, and they look really outdated, but the black one you're talking about is so cool. Top AG Fangirl asks, how many messages do you get each week roughly? That's hard because I don't know what you're talking about, whether it be PMs on YouTube or replies on Twitter or emails or all of the above. If you add all of those together, I probably get about 100 per day. In There 88 asks, what was more scary, A, 9/11, B, the Boston bombing, or C, other? A, 9/11. And it's funny because I was talking to Grazer about this, and he says I always have a story for everything, and he's right. I actually do have a story about 9/11 and the Boston bombing. The Boston bombing, as you guys know, I used to stay across the street from where one of the bombs went off. I was there only, I don't know, 2 months ago, right across the street on Boylston. And also, I lived only about 5 miles away from where they found the second suspect in Watertown. I used to live in a town called Waltham. So yeah, that's my story for that. And for 9/11, I actually flew out from Boston Logan to California. I was living in California at the time, and my current wife, I was dating her, and she was going to Wellesley College. in Boston, and I had flown to see her, and I was flying back. I flew back the night before. It was like a 5 p.m. flight leaving Boston Logan, and I got in back to California, and I woke up the next morning, and man, you guys know the rest. And it was really scary because, I flew out on September 10th out of Logan. If I had just delayed my flight till that morning, it could have been disastrous for me. Yina Gao says, think when you're in Thailand, I dare you to take a picture with a real live tiger. Well, I'm there right now. I don't know what I'm doing because I'm actually in New York right now, but technically when you guys see this, I'm there. I don't know that they have tigers there, but if there's a zoo, I'm sure they have them, and I will. MQV Musicify asks, put this on ask, think which language you'd rather speak, Spanish, Chinese, or just English? I'd love to be able to speak Chinese because it's kind of a popular language with all the Chinese people that there are all around the world, and China being the most populous nation on earth. And it'd be good to hear what my grandfather-in-law says when he says something and laughs. I know it's not about me, but they always slip into Chinese when they want to say something about a waiter or something like that, and I'm always wondering what they say. Shamu, for you too, asks, Thinknoodles, do you like whales? Yes, I love whales. I want to dive with whales so bad. I want to dive with whale sharks too, but they're not mammals. But I also would love to dive with your avatar there, the killer whale or orcas. I would love to see those in the water. They're amazing. Amanda Aguirre asks, is it all the stuff on your Poptropica page true? Because some of it I don't believe, like how you don't recycle. Well, obviously I don't live in Swaziland. Some of the stuff isn't true. And whether I recycle or not, I don't actually recycle because our building is really, really difficult about the recycling. I do recycle when, I go to Chipotle and they have a recycle bin for the bottles and things like that. I definitely recycle, but at home, it's too difficult in my building. Top AG Fangirl asks, do you have a favorite number? Any particular reason why you like that number? I was talking to my wife about this couple of weeks ago, and I always seem to choose the number 27. I don't know why, but whenever I try to exaggerate a number, I'm like, there's like 27 people here, or there's 27 of this or 27 of that. I don't know why, but I always choose the number 27. It's just when I have to choose a number that's large, but not like a million. Actually, that's not true. When I choose a number that's really large, I choose 27 million. Pixar Fan 8080 asks, have you ever been in an earthquake or a tornado? I've never been in a tornado, but I have been in earthquakes before. When my parents were living in Peru, you could actually hear them coming through the valley, and you could hear them before they came, and it was just a little bit of a shake. And I also felt a few when I was living in Indonesia. AZ Firon 217 says, what do you think of the title of the third book of the Divergent series, Allegiant? Well, I haven't finished the second book, but I'm not liking the title of Allegiant because that might mean that they've succumbed. And I don't know if I like that, but I'm going to try and finish the series while I'm on vacation. Pixar Fan 8080 asks, what time do you wake up in the morning typically? Well, typically I get up at 4 a.m. or 3:45, something like that, because of my wife's job. Now, the last month I've been able to sleep in until about 6, but that's about to end. Ashley Love says, put this on Ask Think. I'm going to New York this summer. I think it would be epic if we could meet. The first place I'm going is the Statue of Liberty. Well, I hope you're coming after July because as far as I know, Liberty Island is still closed because of Sandy. So make sure your parents check into that before you get your hopes up too far about visiting the Statue of Liberty because it might still be closed. Mariah Ashley asks, what's Kobe's favorite snack? Everything. She loves everything, but I think her top favorite snacks are bananas and peanut butter. Amanda Moy asks, what is the most exotic place you've ever been to? Have to think about that. But, you know, if I think of exotic, Bora Bora comes to mind as one of the most exotic places I've ever been, just because, you know, everywhere you look in Bora Bora, it looks like a postcard. It's crazy. Mega Gamer Girl 14 says, can you do Think Thursdays on the weekends? Well, I could, but then they wouldn't be Think Thursdays. No, I always do Think Thursdays on Thursdays because that's when Club Penguin updates. So I log into CP, do the updates, do the cheats for the catalog or whatever party it is, and then I stay on and hang out with you guys. Hopefully during the summer, more of you guys will be able to attend. Moonlit63 says, what do you say when people tell you, aren't you too old for Club Penguin? I get that from a lot of my friends at school and I don't know what to say, although I'm only 14. Well, people don't actually say that to me when they ask, what do you do? And I say, well, I play video games for a living. And they're like, no, you don't. And I'm like, no, really, I do. And they say, well, what video games do you play? And I say, well, I play games like Club Penguin, Minecraft, and Pop Topica. And they go, wow, I'm jealous. You just sit around and play games all day and I have to work for real? So, yeah, they never really say that. Black PM says, does your wife have the superhero hoodie? Officially, superhero hoodie is the white one and hero hoodie is the red one. No, she does not have the superhero hoodie on her account. And I don't think I'm going to get it for her because it's too frustrating. Saya for full asks, think I'm playing Backlot Island and when I'm a gorilla and I jump on stage, my loading button and refresh button spazzes and doesn't load. I don't want to restart. What should I do? Man, I don't know, because you aren't the only one. I've seen that in the comments quite a few times, and I do know when I played it in the second round, it took a while for the button to load, or for the scene to load, and it eventually did. Just try jumping around and standing still, and it may load eventually. Keep trying. I hope you don't have to restart. Oliver QDX asks, how long were you a non-member before you bought membership on Club Penguin? About 10 minutes. Yeah, no, I knew I was going to be a member right away because I wanted to create Club Penguin Insiders. So as soon as I created my Penguin, I went and got membership. Top AG Fangirl asks, would you ever skydive or bungee jump? Yes, and yes, I want to do both, but I have not done either. Mariah Ashley asks, why don't you show us what you look like in real life? Is it A, because you think you're not ready yet? B, you think people will judge you? C, personally you think you're not very attractive? Or D, something else, which I'm curious to know. Can I choose A, B, and C? We'll see though. Eventually I'm going to have to. And like I said in the last video, I'm going to meet some of you guys at Minecon this year, I'm sure. So you guys will post images of me, so I might as well show you myself. Pixar fan 8080 asks, do you ever tell your wife about the things you're doing on YouTube? Yeah, I do all the time. I tell her about my videos and what I've done and how much fun I'm having and try and get her into it. Super Invisible Panda says, hey, has someone ever said to you, get a job, Thinky Boy? No. Like I said before, when I tell people what I do, they say, I want your job, Thinky Boy. No, they really, really do admire and kind of are jealous of what I do. Felix Fuentes says, what's the difference between Silk Touch 1 and Silk Touch 2? I don't think there is a Silk Touch 2 unless you get it on Creative. They are the same as far as I know. It's just they have to put a level rating on Silk Touch, just like you would with Flame. You just have to get a 1 after it, even though it's just Silk Touch. It does what it does. Carly Smiley says, if you do get a mod, could you do the Minecraft Comes Alive? It's a really cool mod. I haven't planned on doing mods, well, at least on my survival series, but I do want to do mod showcases, and I'm looking for recommendations from you guys, so I'll take that as a recommendation. Penny57354CP says, will you do future videos with Grazer on Minecraft? Well, as you guys have probably seen over the last week or two, yes, I'm going to continue to do Hunger Games with Grazer and Death Swap and probably some other ones because I have a lot of fun playing with other people. K7 Heart says, Think I watched both death swaps and I thought it would be hilarious if I watched both at the same time. It was so funny because you can relate to it when you swap. You should watch it with the same timing. Anyway, my question was, did you watch Grazer's point of view? Please put on Ask Think. Yes, I did. I actually watched it right after he uploaded it just so I could see what he did and how he got me into the situation he got me in. I really enjoyed watching his point of view, and I think the same for him. And I'm also going to watch his point of view on the second episode with the Stronghold. I wanted to see his reaction when he found the Stronghold, or after he got spawned where I found the Stronghold, because I was so surprised when I found it. I want to see what he had to say. Real Gaming X says, Think, can I play Minecraft Hunger Games with you? Yes, of course. If you go to any of my Hunger Games videos, I have a link to the IP on the server I play on in the description. And if you use that server, you'll see me from time to time and we can play together. CB Stuffs asks, Think, do you consider the word nerd offensive? Well, it used to have a negative connotation and people use it as an insult, but I don't really take it as offensive. It just means that that I'm interested in things that they aren't, and they call me a nerd, and I'm okay with that because I have fun. Stuntman says, Think, I am super duper farty-tastic, grumpy coffee mad at you. You never ever ever answer my question. So, do you know if the Minecraft 1.6 snapshot, if the horse's chest or whatever works now? Please put on Ask Think. Well, first of all, it's funny that you said grumpy coffee because that's the name of a great coffee shop here in New York. Now, as for the Minecraft 1.6 snapshot, in the first two I did, which is 13W16A and 13W17A, I did check in 13W17A, and the pack mule did not work. You could still put the chest on the mule, but it wouldn't open. Now, as far as if there's going to be a 13W18, I don't know because I'm recording this before it came out, but in 13W18 or 19, it may actually work. And I'll let you guys know when I do my next snapshot spotlight. McGlynn134 asks, what difficulty do you usually play on in Minecraft? I almost always play on normal, although I may be starting a series with my wife and we may switch it to easy just in the beginning. Jman9395 asks, have you ever seen Grazer's face? Yes, and he is so... No, I haven't. Just kidding. Oh, man. Windows 7 Tuner says, hey there, Uncle Justin. What's your favorite type of noodles? A, chicken curry. B, chicken. C, low-fat noodles. Or D, sweet and sour. I love a good chicken curry, so I would eat chicken curry noodles out of those four. Hannah R says, do you think I have a bet with my friend, noodles or ribs? LOL, this is the easiest bet ever. Well, I hope you chose noodles, because of course it's noodles. Flamers Gamer says, hello, Thinknoodles. I got a question for you. Well, I have an answer for you. Toxapox says, hey, Think, what do you say when you answer a phone call? Well, of course I say, hey, who's calling? It's your friend Thinknoodles. No, of course not. I just say hello, but if you called, I would probably say, hey, it's your friend Thinknoodles. Ninavo says, if you were colorblind and you saw an egg, would it look like an Easter egg? Well, do you mean if I saw a regular egg and I was colorblind, I would think it was an Easter egg? Or if I saw an Easter egg, it would still look like an Easter egg, although I couldn't see the colors? If it was like a blue and yellow Easter egg and I was red, green colorblind, I guess I would see it as still an Easter egg. Perry Broadcast says, hey, Think, please put this on Ask Think. Climb the Empire State Building or climb the Eiffel Tower? Well, I think it would be a lot easier to climb the Eiffel Tower, so that is what I would do. Tommy Burkett says, here's my question. Oh, I forgot. Oh, my pet just interrupted me. What's that smell? My noodles are burning. Oh, call the firefighters. Oops, Think, it's about to explode. Boom. Well, I hope you're okay, because this took me about 2 weeks to answer, so please tell me you're okay. Penny57354CP says, hey, Think, choose only one. A, noodles. B, noodles. C, noodles. I bet you'll choose noodles. Well, you won that bet. You're right. I choose C, noodles. Top AG Fangirl says, hey, Think, can you find the lowercase letters and the Q? Yes, I did. There, and there. See, the funny thing about this is I didn't really have to look, and I could just say there, and there, and then I found them, but you don't really know what I'm pointing at. Brendan Murphy says, Think, why did you eat my noodle pie cream dog frog pancake soup with extra hot sauce? Curse you. I forgive you. Please put me on Ask Think. I have watched every one of your videos and all are so awesome. Well, thanks for forgiving me, and I'm sorry about your noodle pie cream dog frog pancake soup with extra hot sauce. Coldplay 902 says, Mr. Noodles, may I be your butler? Yes, you may. Will you please open the door for me? I'm on my way out. That's it for this week's Ask Think. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!